Welcome to Hack Shack Studios. Welcome one, welcome all. RT Bear here. Gosh, close to 40 years working in this wacky comic industry, putting out books, trying to entertain people, trying to take them out of the doldrums of their day-to-day existence. A little bit of superhero action, action adventure, heroes, villains, all that good stuff. So, we got a sign of life. Waffle Plays. Sup? What's up? Hey, we are going to put some focus, a spotlight on Phillip Diaz and his brother Brandon's Magic Cop 2. So that's what we're here for. That's what's up. So I sent out a link to Brandon, or not Brandon, but Phillip. He should be here soon. I don't think Brandon's going to be able to show. I think he's got a day job. He's got something else more important. Nothing's more important than this show right now and hanging out with you guys. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Oliver. Oliver from 656 Comics. How are you, my friend? We got Oni. Shout out to the Woodlands. Indeed. It's like a cop chase or something. I don't know if you guys can hear it. Sounds crazy. Jim Bobo. Jim Bobo. How are you, my friend? Hello. Pastmaster Dan, don't blame you for not waiting on me. Not waiting on you. Oops. Was I supposed to be waiting on you? Is Pastmaster Dan Brandon? No. Is that a code name? Code name. Hey, it's Jay Lee, creator of Hellshock. Today has been slow. I hear you, man. I feel like a nap. I think I worked all weekend. I've been on pretty much for 4 days straight. And so last evening, I started getting, oh man, I'm really tired. So I just did a little bit of work, but then I went to bed early, and I woke up. I feel rested, but I just feel like I want to sleep more. I don't know. I guess that's not feeling rested. I feel relaxed, but tired. Frega Boom. Take my $1.99. Take my money. Big love to AT and Zaid at what is it? Ass Titty or AAT. I used to sign my name AT, so I guess that would be Ass Titty or Art T Bear. Oni says, cop chase, police sirens feels like home in California. Yeah, have you heard California now wants to try to pass some kind of fucking ridiculous, what is going on, man? That they want boy and girl aisles. They want to get rid of toy aisles, like boy-centric and girl-centric toy aisles. Let's see what Phillip has to say about this. Have you heard this?
No, they're getting rid of boy-centric toy aisles? Blasphemy.
Yeah, what they want to do is California's a screwy place, man. I'm not do anymore. Is they want to, and they say that they're anti-segregation and all this other stuff, right? But what they want to do is they want to separate the boys' toys from. No, they don't want to separate them. They're already separated. They want to combine them. That's what
Right. Blend everything together, right?
Yeah, because they think that's better. But I think it would be hard to find anything, too, if it was just a mishmash of stuff.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, so I don't know. How do you feel about, do you think girl and boys toys should be combined?
I think that's the whole, communistic sense of blending everything together where you have no individuality, right?
Right.
I was taught when I was young that differences make people individual and is good for everyone because then you get to know the difference between things. You get to learn to live with people's differences and it makes you special. But now it's like, no, everybody needs to be exactly the same and think exactly the same. And that's just another way of pushing that forward,
Yeah, well, the stuff that you like was like the '90s, '80s, '90s. Like
Yeah,
with Magic Cop and all these stuff. Like toys were always advertised to both. Like in the commercials and stuff, they would have boys playing with girls' toys and vice versa. Legos, like a lot of these toys were never actually
yeah.
aimed just at one, or Rainbow Bright or Cabbage Patch and all these things. It was just like they were just toys, and boys and girls could play with them. Girls could play with action, adventure stuff, and boys, I guess, could use easy bake ovens.
I wasn't.
I never did. That's for damn sure, because I wouldn't be caught dead with an easy bake oven. Actually, you know what my parents did? They bought me a real oven.
Really?
Just kidding. Wouldn't that be awesome? Like you're 6 years old, you got a real working gas oven. You got your little step stool to get up to the burners and everything.
That would
Yeah,
be something. What would you be making?
I would be making crazy cakes and desserts. Yeah, I had a sweet tooth as a lad, as a
It's the
young lad.
best. Me
Yeah,
too.
I wouldn't be making anything serious. That's for damn sure. So how you been, my friend?
Good, man. I've been awesome. This, the last year for us, like doing comics, have been really cool. The pandemic was unfortunate, but it gave us a lot of time to just grind and work on stuff. And it's the same going forward this year. So everything's rolling cool. We shipped out the Lost Pages, which was really a great achievement for us, I think. And getting everything out, basically doing 2 books for that campaign. And then now rolling with the sequel to Magic Cop. And writing all the time and working on just everything, man. It's been a hell of a ride.
So far you fulfilled 2 campaigns, right? Magic
Yeah.
Cop, the original,
Hmm.
and then Lost Pages. So that's pretty killer, man. That is
Thanks, man.
a feather in your cap. So congratulations. And if you guys didn't think, that the Zayd brothers delivered, they freaking deliver, man.
Yeah.
So where's Brandon? What's up with Brandon?
He's at work right now. So Tuesdays is my day off, but he still works. So maybe he's in the chat lurking. But yeah, he's in his office, probably drinking Dunkin' Donuts and looking at dirty things or something. I don't know.
As well he should. As well he should.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then what's Magic Cop? What's your schedule look like for Magic Cop 2?
So the line art is halfway done. It's going to be a pretty big book, though. So here's the first book. If you guys weren't familiar, this is like a 92-page, story in here. So it's a thick boy,
Wow.
and yeah, and we're halfway done with the second one. Colors are a little bit more than a fourth done. So Colors is working on it. That's the big thing about this, right? And everybody's talking about is we wanted as much done with the book as possible before we launched. So while I was lettering the Lost Pages and getting new pages in for that book, Brandon was already started on Magic Cop 2 drawing it. And the story was already being written, and and now while we're working on this, I have already written like half of the next Lost Pages book. So that's going to be getting started this week on being illustrated. So trying to get to that point where we could be hopefully working on 2 books at once, and when we launch the campaign, one could already be totally done. That's the goal.
Well, it sounds like you're achieving that goal. And the good thing is, like you're kind of the CG Stan Lee, where you not only have like the good like creative sense, but you have good
Thank
business
you.
sense too. So you're figuring out how to do these things in a timely fashion, and that's the key. And I think for somebody like you, I'm kind of envious. Sometimes I wish I was a writer, and that's all. You know what I mean? Because then, with my business sense, I could start working with this, creative team or that creative team, and so you could start branching out that way. So I think it's pretty great that you have that kind of hindsight, and that you're using that, because you have. I mean, nothing against writers, but they tend to have a little bit more time.
Oh, for
to
sure.
do things than artists. So artists probably puts in about 4 times the amount of, per page as a writer does. And so, like whenever I see writers that are just like, I just like that do indie stuff, but they don't promote and they don't do all these other things. I'm like,
Yeah.
why do you just waste your time? You have all this extra time, man.
No, it's totally true. And like a lot of this
Do
stuff
it.
it's our first time doing this. So, hitting the ground running and learning as you go, trying to be as adaptable as we can. But like, the first campaign teaches us lessons so we know for the second and then the third and stuff like that. But yeah, as a writer, I'm seeing myself like right now writing multiple things at once and even writing something for another creator, which is pretty cool to play with their characters, and promotion. And everybody sees that I'm on a lot of different streams, even when I'm not promoting, just because I like hanging out with people and
Right.
talking to the chat. I think that's a big part of it. But yeah, if you have the time, definitely be sure you're using it wisely, but also, getting that R&R in and relaxing and taking breaks and stuff as well.
Right. So lost pages, like that's one of the concepts I absolutely dig. I
Thanks,
dig
man.
that idea. So are you doing lost pages 2 the same way, where you're going to break things up into chapters and have them focus on individual characters, or have they started kind of combining into the same kind of existence?
Yeah, so the first book was very much an opportunity to see what the fans are looking for and want. Like you said, this is kind of like an anthology. It has multiple artists and stories in it. And what we heard from the fans going forward, we did some polls as well to see which characters people liked more. And what we're going to do is start focusing on those characters. So the next one is going to be a silhouette-centric story, who's our, black and white kind of vigilante character. And it's going to focus on him, but it'll have cameos from the other characters. So as you can see, this story is black and white with red for blood in it. So we'll get some other characters in there, make it cameos that people like. We actually did a poll, like I said, to see which characters kind of appealed to the fans, and that is told us which ones we should throw in as cameos and stuff like that. So trying to get to the point where we could do the silhouette story, and then at the same time that's going on, and while we're campaigning for that, have the next book, which might be a masquerade or a wild card story in there. So we could turn those around pretty quickly, so we could build these characters up and have them all come together, stuff like that.
Well, that is the goal, right? To have at some point all the characters kind of combined in one, because they're all from different timelines too, right?
Yeah, so some are from the past. Masquerade's from the 30s. Wildcard lives forever, so he's could we have stories of him in like ancient Egypt and the Wild West and stuff like that. But they'll all converge basically to save the world. Have these kind of like Marvel-esque big events where there's one main enemy that's taking over a city or the world, and so kind of have that superheroic universe come together with these different this ragtag team.
So there's a book involved, right? There's a magic book.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So is that what is able to bring all the characters together?
Yeah, so the book is kind of like this chronological item that records everything that happens and everything that's gonna happen. So in the story, the hobo has the book, and he's basically like the only one that can read from it, and so he knows the future and he knows the things that are going to happen. Yeah, so that's kind of a pretty cool item in the story that kind of holds everything together. And then eventually we'll see what happens when bad guys get their hands on the book, and there's a lot we could go down with this item.
That sounds awesome. I know we're not here to talk about Lost Pages. I absolutely, like I said, I dig the concept. I dig the book.
Thanks, man.
Also, you got a Simon Bisley cover, which
yeah,
is amazing. So, Magic Cop 2, the follow-up to Magic Cop 1, that was a huge success. So let me find it for you here, and then we can share it with.
I can pull it up if you mind right now.
I have it here.
All right,
Yeah.
cool.
There we go. You should be seeing that.
Yeah. There it
All
is.
right. So, you want to start with the video?
Sure. Did you share the audio?
Let me turn it up. Make sure. Okay.
Cool.
It works. Wow, it is low.
So sit back and watch this trailer right now. Magic House, everyone knows about Halloween, Nashville, we love up in 19. And then we got the two, all of our building protectors are back. Rainbow, New York Time, Ellie the Sexy Witch, O'Hara the half leprechaun, half giant, and Iggy the Magic Cow. This time there's a new drug on the streets of Ambrosia. This special strain of pixie dust is giving its abusers magical powers, and it's up to the team to find out who's concocting it before the whole city runs mad with magic. But that's not all. Whoever's behind this has painted a target on the backs of the police, even to run the city's most wanted contract killer, the Headless Hitman. This book's got a whole lot of action, a whole lot of ends, and of course, fast cars, hot beach babes, and even hotter crime. The only detective with the spells to stop it is Magic Cop. Thanks for watching, everybody. And remember, we can't do it without your help. So hop on board. Let's go make some comics.
Yeah.
Now with more Magic Cop.
Oh my God. I have to go back. I got to get your reaction.
That was so fun to make. It's
Okay.
awesome.
What was that? A drone with a camera? How'd you get that pull out shot at the end?
Yeah, so we Brandon and I did this car rally for charity last year, and we met a guy there who he brought a camera drone to the rally and was filming everybody. So we befriended him and hit him up because I remember him talking to other people. I did some investigation. He was part of the Chicago Yacht Club. So I'm like, oh, if we could get on one of those boats for this trailer, how cool would that be? So I hit him up, but it was too late in the year. It was almost November when we shot that. And so it was chilly out and the boats were closed and stuff. But he brought the drone, so we were able to film that shot, which I think made the trailer. That was so cool to have that.
Man, you guys look so cool. In the day, man, you guys would have. Well, I think you're still cool, but in the day, you would have fit right in for sure. I need to ask you. Okay, you got a leprechaun that's half leprechaun and half giant.
That's right. Yeah.
That's right. You say it so matter-of-factly. How the hell did this happen?
Well, hopefully one day we'll explore. Maybe he has a backstory that's in there somewhere with a short story. We could
short story.
We could see
or
his.
Tall tale.
Yeah,
Yes, that could be the title. Short story or tall tale.
Yeah, the conception of O'Hara, we'll call it.
I don't know. It sounds abusive either. It's gonna get ugly. Maybe that could be the title of the short story. It's gonna get ugly.
Yeah, he's a really fun character. He's kind of like our comic relief, lovable giant. Whenever you see him just hanging out at the police station, he's always eating something. He has a big burrito, or because he's got to get those calories in because he's jacked. So keep that energy up. And he shoots rainbows from his hat. So he's a lot of fun. He drives around in this ice cream truck, but since it's our Magic Cop world, it's not ice cream, it's frosted gams, so they're turkey legs with frosting on them. So
okay. It sounds atrocious.
But
so for some reason I'm thinking half leprechaun, half giant, that he would just be born a normal height. They would balance each other out, but they don't. So he favors the more giant size, but he's not quite as big as he if he was just full giant, he'd be big.
Right. Yeah, he's probably like mine. He's probably like 6'4", 6'5", something like that.
So he's a giant by my standards.
Yeah, sure.
You guys are monsters. I look up to you already, Phillip.
But there's a lot of stuff in the book like that, like just wacky, dumb ideas that we made happen,
No, I dig that shit. I'm not kidding, man. My wife would love it. We love puns and all that kind of stuff.
Good, yeah.
Okay, so I just had to go back. I had to get your reaction.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's a 90 plus.
Yeah. So when we planned out the sequel, while we were doing Magic Cop 1, we were like, this is Magic Cop 1's going to be kind of the foundation for this universe, right? We introduced these new characters and let everybody know what's going on. Maybe we should cut back and do only maybe a 2-chapter, 48-page story for the sequel. But, when we were working on Lost Pages and getting ready to ramp up for Magic Cop 2, my brother's like, let's just do the whole thing, because people really liked that it was a longer book. It's basically 4 issues in one book, and it allowed us to tell a full story from beginning to end, and to wrap it up at the end there. So when you get this book, it's basically like you're watching kind of like a 2-parter episode of a TV show. You're getting the wrap up with the villain at the end there, and we kind of planned it out to read like a television show instead of like a comic book. So there's no internal monologue. It goes through those kind of like Miami Vice tropes. We grew up, my dad's favorite show is Miami Vice, so that's why this was so prevalent in our life and probably led to the, inception of Magic Cop. So this is a totally different reading experience than the Lost Pages when you get your hands on this. So it kind of allows me to just grow as a writer too, because writing different genres and in different ways, you still have the big action and stuff like that, but it's definitely a wackier and just a different pace than something like the Lost Pages.
Yeah, it's more of a fun pace. I think when you don't have to deal with logic as much,
Yeah.
when you're making up the world, you can move things a lot faster. I noticed like with chrono mechanics and stuff, I was able to do things like that. And I think it makes it a unique read too. It'll stand out from other books there on that come out. I want to ask you. I don't know if I ever asked you. How did you and Brandon come up with Magic Cop? I know you said your dad and you grew up on watching the show, but how did you go from that to like magic?
Yeah, so my brother and I work for an arcade company here in Chicago, and we are either always making art for kind of like refurbishing old arcade games, or trying to think of new titles and stuff like that. So my brother got an order in for some game, say it was like Time Pilot or something, and my boss came in and he's like, hey, what was that game that we had to make that art for? And then Brandon couldn't think of it, and so he just said Magic Cop. And he's like, Magic Cop? That's not a game. And then so my brother and I thought it was hilarious, and we're like, what would that game be? So in the 90s they had games like Bad Dudes or Double Dragon or even the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game.
Right.
Those were side-scrolling beat-em-ups. And so from there, my brother and I took that title and created these characters as if they were going to be in a game like that. We created boss characters, environments, levels, and stuff like that. So we had this whole world we were building for this game, and we're like, we should do something with this because, we were busy on other projects at work. Our work didn't really want to go forward with that, so we had all this information, this world built already, and so we put it into a comic, our kind of our first passion of what we wanted to do before we got into video games.
Yeah, it sounds awesome. So did you guys? I'm trying to think. Was Harry Potter and some of the more like magic type ideas, were those pretty prevalent in your? Because I know you're way younger than I am. So did you kind of grow up in the Harry Potter era?
No, I wasn't huge on reading novels because I was a bad reader. Comics kind of helped me with that a lot. Right. So my first my buddies had some Harry Potter books, and I'm like, oh, that I always thought the covers looked pretty soy.
Yeah.
And then the movies came out, and I saw those, but they were like I was never gung ho about them. The thing that we kind of mixed with Miami Vice to get Magic Cop was an old Disney movie series called Halloween Town that came out in like the
Oh, I remember
early.
that. Yeah, my daughter dug that. There were
Yeah,
like 3 or 4 of them, right?
yeah,
It's a older girl, and I think she had 2 siblings.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So Halloween Town was like her grandmother was a witch, she was a witch, and every Halloween her grandmother would take her to Halloween Town, which is basically like, the town in Nightmare Before Christmas where
Wait
everyone
a minute.
is
I have
monster.
to. It was Debbie Reynolds,
Yeah,
the mom. So it was Princess Leia's mother that was the witch,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Okay.
She was the grandmother. Yeah.
Okay.
The first couple are great movies. They're super fun. So this, the original tag was Miami Vice meets Halloween Town.
Okay.
So that's where this was. This is a world that is super vast and encompasses all kinds of monsters. There's humans in it as well, and that's where kind of that mashup came from.
Okay. Do you ever try to explain like how the magic works? Is it magic within like our real world, or is the whole world like magic based?
Yeah, the whole world is magic based, and you have different parts of the city too, which we see in these books. There's like Little Camelot and different areas. There's more of a Japanese inspired part of the city where you have like Japanese monsters and kabuki men, which we'll see in the ash can of this campaign, which is going to be awesome. But yeah, there's, magic is something that only certain, creatures are able to use. And the one of the most powerful is being a magic cop. So having that magic wand passed down from generation to generation kind of gives you the right to be a magic cop. And so in the first book, we kind of see this is our first magic cop's case in the first book. And so the other cops think he's kind of like this stuck-up rich kid because he's had, the wand basically handed to him from his family.
Okay, so is there only one magic cop, or are there magic cops like on the
Yeah.
precinct?
So there's magic cops. They're kind of like I think of them as like the rings from Lord of the Rings, where there's multiple wands for multiple families, and like each precinct they either have a magic cop or they don't. So
Okay.
like you're kind of like assigned to a precinct. So this precinct in the city of Ambrosia is Magic Cop is the only one on his force. He's the only Magic Cop there.
Okay. So then he has other like magic characters that help him out on his cases and things like that. So like you always have like in Starsky and Hutch, then they have like Huggy Bear, like the
Yeah, yeah.
informer.
Mhm.
It's on the street, and so they have all kinds of characters like that
Yeah,
will
love
help.
Starsky and Hutch. We're gonna actually see a super pimp in this issue. He's gonna be like kind of like a Gandalf type character where he's a
Oh,
wizard. His
yeah.
pimp cane is his staff. He does like magical bitch slaps and stuff. So it's
That's what
pretty
I was
good.
gonna ask. Does he have the magical bitch
He
slap?
does,
And
yeah.
what is the magical? What would that be like? Would
So it's my brother Drew. It's pretty cool. It's like basically like if you pimp slapped someone with like Green Lantern's ring. So it's like this giant hand, right, that comes
Okay.
out of his cane.
And it
So I
doesn't
can't
leave a mark because he wants to keep his girls pretty, right?
I can't wait to see it colored. It's gonna be awesome.
It doesn't leave a mark. It rocks their world, but it doesn't leave a mark. Because they got to get back on the street and get some
That's
work
true.
done.
You don't want to mark up the merchandise, right?
Yeah, you don't want to scuff it up
Yeah.
like a table or something. Oh, that is so sexist, but funny. All right, so we're back. So this cover looks amazing. So is this your brother, or is this? Oh, this is Pablo Romero. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So Pablo did the cover to the first one, and he was kind of like the catalyst that made us do the first one because we commissioned him to do the cover, and we're like, oh, we got to do this now. It's so cool. And so we needed that second cover by Pablo, and he, O'Hara's on it now. He added that. We got Helly on the broomstick, which is so cool. to see there, and it just encompasses the story
I
and
like that
the
it's a contemporary broomstick. It's not like an
yes,
old like straw
yeah.
broomstick.
I, I
Yeah.
made that a point because this is kind of the '80s, is more modern than those old broomsticks, so I thought it would be kind of iconic to have that there.
Yeah, I think that's an iconic shot of your main character as well, because he's like pulling back the Miami Vice blazer showing the
Yeah,
badge, but he's holding up the wand as well. It's a great visual. Yeah,
thanks,
I like
man.
that. Yeah, you have to explain this because I think we're gonna have a private chat about this magic cup. So this is
Yeah,
like Slurpee, like the old Slurpee cups.
yeah, I got it right here. There are actually
Oh
already
wait,
made.
I gotta see this thing. Oh,
So there's already made, so there's a limited number of them. So get the magic cup while you
oh, it's like
can.
a freaking big gulp. It's big.
Yes, it's 32 ounces.
Oh shit!
And art is all the way around. Hopefully this focuses
You got to
again.
pull it back. Oh, pull it
There
back
you
a little
go.
bit and keep it. There you go.
So it's the good guys versus the bad guys. We even got some mermaid action here with
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
carefully censored magic over the nipples.
So is
Um,
this artwork done just for the cup? It looks like it was.
yes, so this is specific to the cup. It's by our boy Alan Alonso, who goes by the Howl Comics on Twitter. He did our Masquerade story for the Lost Pages. Amazing artist, one of my favorite artists to work with. And you can get this art as a poster. So if you get any of the perks on the page that have the ash can with it, it comes with a fold-out poster, 11 by 17. The cool thing about that is it's a horizontal poster, so you could put it on your walls and it'll be
Dude,
like
I'm
that.
I'm gonna do the I'm gonna do some chrono
The
freaking
cups, yeah.
big gulp cups, man. That's pretty damn cool. Because I definitely grew up on that. Like in the day, they had like the Marvel Universe Slurpee cups. Like it was just like every Marvel character you could think of, like
Yeah.
even the really obscure, weird ones, they had Slurpee cups for them. And I remember just riding my bike, going to the comic shop, picking up my books, and then going to get a Slurpee. And I would always, because like it wasn't close to the house, so I'd have to ride pretty far to get it. So I always remember just like I'm not just going to get one Slurpee because it's hardly worth the trek, right?
hmm
So I would get like four of them, and then I was such a like I didn't want to waste my money. I get them all filled up because you could just buy the cups separately,
Yeah.
but I get them all filled up. So I go to the park, I read my comics, and I drink all four of those things on a hot summer day. I get such crazy brain freeze. My
That's
head
awesome.
would just be ready to explode, but I couldn't help myself. Like you have to keep doing it as a kid. You can't stop.
I
And
can't wait to see
all four of those mother.
I can't wait to see people, using them, posting on Twitter and stuff that they're using the cups.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I got to talk to you who you're working with and how you went about that. And also like how big's the artwork because it wraps perfectly all the way around.
Yeah, let me pull up the actual artwork. It's on here.
So like a double page or how many?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
So
a,
it's two 11 by 17 pieces of artwork.
and it was done digitally. He digitally colors it as well. So check this out. I'm sharing here so you can get a better glimpse of it. So this is what the poster is going to look like.
Shit, this thing's. Not only is it a great like poster, but that looks like it was designed for the cup.
Oh yeah, it was. We commissioned him to do it for the cup, and he killed it. Good versus evil here on the page, and he just captured it. And you could see like the background is like the Japanese part of the city,
Yeah.
the big pagodas back there, which is kind of a reference to the ash can. And these are all of the villains that we've had so far in the universe.
Oh my gosh, it's
So-
so freaking cool.
Yeah,
The
awesome.
leprechaun like put him up.
yeah. He's even got his ice cream truck back there, the frosted gams.
He's a wee bit of a brawler.
So yeah, this is. I really wanted to make this a poster, so I thought it was. We kind of did the same thing with the Lost Pages. If you got the bonus book, then it came with the Bisley poster. So if you get the ash can in a perk, then it comes with this poster.
So you have the same colorist, right? Because it looks like all your stuff kind of has the same like color schemes to it.
Mhm.
Is that like conscious? Are you like aware of that?
Yeah, especially on Magic-Op. I think the colors make this, world. It solidifies the world and what it's supposed to be. So
Yeah.
this piece this is all done by Alan, but our colorist is a different colorist and he does the interiors and stuff. But, Alan and Eugene, who's our colorist, they just hit the mark on the 80s feel for the colors.
Yeah, it connects everything that you do. Like, so even though the cup is not the comic,
Mhm.
it looks like, it's all the same universe or the same kind of
Thank
IP.
you.
That is freaking I'm jealous now, man.
Oh, we have a great team. I'm so glad that we could work with these guys.
Yeah, let's go back. Let's reveal this bad boy. We're only on the second like little
Item, yeah.
piece of your site so far. This is so cool. That graphic's awesome too, spinning around like that, so you get to see all sides of it. Wow, I'm really jealous. Okay, so this is the interior here.
Yeah, this is page 2, kind of like we wanted that big moment reveal of the heroes, right? So kind of the premise here in the intro is there's a drug bust going on, and this is when they run in. A hot chick is kind of running this drug house and getting some drugs delivered to her, some pixie dust, and she's holding a box. These guys bust in and she drops it, and you get that good kind of like James Bond-esque
Oh, I
thigh
thought
shot.
she was keystringing it at first. She's dropping it.
Yeah. Yeah, she
I'm
dropped it.
sorry. I went.
No, we've
crude.
gotten that. We've gotten that.
Is the white lines any? Is that kind of based on is that Grandmaster Flash?
Of course. Yeah. Yeah, so the first book, I don't know if anyone picked this up. The first book was subtitled Drop Dead Legs, which is an 80s Van Halen song, one of my favorites. And then that dealt with mermaids getting their legs cut up, or getting legs. And then this one is White Lines, of course, Grandmaster Flash, awesome song as well, and dealing with a drug called pixie dust, which is their version of cocaine.
Okay.
So it's a white drug that glows white, and when you snort it, it gives you magical powers. So what happened here in this scene is they came in and she just like basically scar-faced into a pile of pixie dust and just snorted a bunch, got magical powers, and then it leads to this big fight.
Oh, killer. Yeah. And all the while, I dream of you. White lines.
So good.
It sounds like, if you listen to the song at first, it sounds like it's glorifying it, but it's kind of not.
Yeah, he says, "Don't do it."
It says, "Don't do it. Don't do it." Oh man, that's awesome! Trick or treat, mother.
Yeah, so this is the big bad guy. He's the guy that's distributing the pixie dust, and he's pissed that the cops are after him. So he's basically like, his name's Arsenic Jones, and the reason his name's Arsenic Jones is because like that's his street name. He's done every drug out there. He's always looking for the next thing. So now he uses magic as steroids, and he just took a bunch of magic steroids and he's busting down the door to kick some ass. He's pretty cool.
Oh my gosh, this is too perfect. Oh shit, this is a killer addition. So this is a new villain for this,
Yeah.
this Magic Cop 2, right?
Yeah, so Jones hires the headless hitman to track down and kind of take out these cops because they're messing with his operation. So the headless hitman's like this ominous, he doesn't talk. He's just a badass that goes and cuts people's heads off. He's got a cool motorcycle. There's an awesome chase scene in the book that my brother just finished drawing where he's on the motorcycle and our witch Helly is on her broomstick chasing him through the city at nighttime. So that's going to be really cool. Yeah, he's got this axe that he could it's like a magic axe that materializes in his hand. He could throw it at people, cut their heads off. So this is a super fun addition. I can't wait to tell more stories with him, but he's going to be a badass in the story.
If he did speak, he'd sound like Christopher Walken.
He just laughs.
I'm the headless hitman. I can't do a Christopher Walken, but it'd be awesome. Wow, this is great, man. This is great. what are these? Oh, this is the ash can.
Yeah, I want to show you some pages from this. So this is...
All right, hold on, I'll come back.
Yeah, let me pop that up. So I'll show you the cover and this interior here. So this is done by the chap that drew the Magic Cup art. So this ash can is going to have back material in it, behind the scenes stuff, but it's also going to have a 12-page short story drawn by Alan, written by myself. And it's kind of a backstory flashback into Grey Wolf, who's our Magic Cop's partner, into his past when he went above the law, took the law into his own hands to hunt down someone that killed his daughter. And so he's going off the books. He's going to that Japanese area of the city to hunt these guys down. Lots of, this panel shot inspired by, I think, like the second page of She, where she's naked, sitting on Billy Tucci's She, where she's suiting up. And we really wanted to hit on that kind of 80s revenge story. If you guys like Steven Seagal, even like aspects of Game of Death from Bruce Lee in there.
Yeah. Oh, this looks so cool.
Check this out.
So who's the artist on this one?
So this is Alan Alonso. He's the Magic Cup artist. So he's the guy that did that big mural for us.
Okay.
So he's got a Grey Wolf has to infiltrate this pagoda.
Well, Grey Wolf is the grizzled vet in the contemporary story, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And
so he's like Raj from like Lethal Weapon, right?
Yes, exactly. Yeah,
I'm getting too old for this shit.
Yeah. And in the first book, he wanted to retire, but Magic Cop kind of pulled him back in. So this is a flashback, kind of showing off why has a chip on his shoulder, because he's trying to hunt down this guy. We get some like little references to Die Hard here. Alan threw that in there, climbing through the vents. And this is kind of before a page turn. He jumps down, and we see this guy sitting in this what looks to be like a sauna or a bathtub. And then when you turn the page, you're met by Maki, who's the kind of sumo wrestler creature from the Black Lagoon type monster that he gets into a fight with.
That's a great design. I like that.
Thanks, man. Yeah, Alan killed it on this.
Does he have armor on? Is that what that is?
So that's like his skin, right?
Oh, the skin is all ornate looking. Oh.
Yeah. So there's going to be, Alan's drawing the fight scene right now. It's going to be so kick-ass. This was kind of like a story I wanted to do like Game of Death, where he's going up this pagoda fighting these different bosses until he gets to the top. So I would pick this one up if you guys are going to back it, because it's going to be a lot of fun. Getting to see a different style with the Magic Cop characters, lots of action.
So how many pages is that?
That's 12 pages.
Okay.
12 pages short story, and then there's going to be, hopefully we can get some fan art in that book. It's going to have the back material, like concepts, stuff like that. So the whole book, that whole ash can, will probably be around 30 pages.
Oh, when it's all said and done. Oh, yeah. Cool. Wow, that helps build world and stuff. That's really cool. Like the ash cans, like backup stories, things like that. You can really flesh out the world and get backstory to the characters. That's a great idea. I like this. So is this a variant right here?
So this is, if you guys missed out on Magic Cop 1, we're reprinting it with this beautiful Kelsey Shannon cover.
Oh man, that Grey Wolf! Look at him. He's giving awesome. It both barrels. Like, are all the weapons magical too? Like, that looks like a shotgun, but is it a magical shotgun, or is it like an actual shotgun?
So some are magical. Like, sometime their SWAT team actually carries around crossbows and like shields, so they look like knights. So we're kind of mixing everything together. Grey Wolf has his pump shotgun. It's a standard shotgun, but in this book, there's a scene where Magic Cop actually juices it up with magic. We'll see that in a fight, which is kind of cool. So I'm mixing those together. But yeah, we wanted to keep it like 80s. So, like in those 80s shows, they had regular guns and stuff. So we wanted to keep those as well.
Yeah, you want real firepower. You
Mhm.
want, yeah, you want that lethal kind of visceralness to it to make it edgier. It's always great, man, when somebody like another artist or another creative team comes in and gets your concepts right.
Yeah.
Like Kelsey just freaking understands this.
Yeah, he had so much fun doing this. He's a big Magic, or sorry, Miami Vice fan as well. So color scheme, he killed it, and he just had a blast with this. So he's going to be putting up a video soon of him coloring this piece from when he did it. I can't wait to see that. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, I'm black and white too right now. I'm working with other artists. Like I didn't really work with anybody other, I did everything on the first one.
yeah,
But on this one, I'm kind of expanding and it's exhilarating when you give it to somebody and you're not really sure if they're going to be able to just bring the attitude and everything. And then when they do, you kind of pat yourself on the back a little bit. It's like, I did it. I succeeded. Like this person, this other artist was able to take those ideas and grasp, like fully grasp them
yeah.
and craft it into something that not only nails it, but sometimes exceeds what you think, they're capable of doing.
Right.
I have 2 illustrations right now. I can't share them. I'm dying to. That I'm working with different artists now in black and white too, and it's the same thing, man. And it makes you excited to keep going.
Yeah, for sure.
Wow. So this is variant 1.
Yeah, so that's actually the original book. So that's Magic Cop 1, the story reprinted.
Oh, so you had a new cover for Magic Cop 1.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Mhm.
All right. So it's not a variant for Magic Cop 2. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So
And
there's that
this is the
poster.
poster you were talking about?
Hmm.
Okay. What size is this?
That's going to be 11 by 17, horizontal poster, folded in the center,
Oh, so it's almost
pre-folded.
it's oh, it's 11 by wait, 11
Yeah.
by 17 folded. So is it two 11 by 17 pieces? Like if you fold them?
So, I mean, I guess it was drawn that way, but to crop size, it'll be 11 by 17 fully, sideways,
Oh, I
and then
see.
it'll be folded.
You'll fold it. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, that's killer. Stretch goals. Have you hit any of your landmarks yet?
Yeah, so this past weekend we actually broke past 2 stretch goals. We had one for when we reach 100 backers, it unlocks a song for everybody because we like doing like these kind of like synthwave tracks that encompass the theme of the comic. So the Headless Hitman got his own song this time, and so everybody's gonna get that when they get their book. And then we broke 8K, so that unlocks a magic wand bookmark, hand painted by my good friend Adam Michaels. He's an artist from over here. Let me blow up this picture so you can see the
Oh,
bookmark
looks cool. Yeah.
better. Yeah, so he does these. He goes to conventions and does these really cool Harry Potter themed wands, and we're like, we should have him do a Magic Cop one. So this is going to be,
Is it watercolor? What is?
yeah. So it's neon watercolored paint with a pretty sure pencil and ink here, and we're gonna mock it up. Put this in kind of bookmark dimensions, and everybody's gonna be getting one of these. Thought it was
Sweet.
kind of a cool idea to have something that's not just the characters and something that kind of adds to that world building sense.
Yeah, you have to be able to like. Oh man, if you could, really get some serious funding, you could manufacture a freaking wand.
That would be so cool.
Like one of the coolest things with Chrono is I was able to make the lucky pick, like
Yeah.
Doug's guitar pick. That was a great thing. Like I have them all over my house. So freaking cool. Yeah.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
I think
So that's cool. So that's let's go back to the campaign. Share. Okay. So many buttons to click for this shit.
I know.
Nuts. All right. So that's the 2. So what's the next stretch goal?
So the next one is at 10K, and I'll pull it up here. You're actually seeing it right now, but I'll give you a more clear picture.
Oh,
It's
is this the trading card?
Yeah, it's going to be the kick-ass trading card. Preston Acevedo, amazing artist over here, and
Yeah.
he painted this. So if you share my screen, you'll be able to see Preston's.
Oh, that dude's impaled. What is that, a little pixie? Was that a little fairy? What is that?
Yeah, I've pulled up here. You can see it clearer.
Okay.
So it's Arsenic Jones, the bad guy. He has all these magic wands stuck into him, and he's juicing up off the magic from them.
Oh, shit.
And you see the pixies impaled on the rebar because he makes pixie dust from pixies.
Oh, there's a
book.
badge laying there. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, this is so cool.
And this is hand painted. The painting is still, you could buy the original on the campaign if you guys dig that, want that original.
I have to ask you, how much is the original?
The original it comes with all the books as well. I think it's $800.
Oh my gosh, it's a great deal for hand painting. Is it 11 by 17?
Yeah, it is.
Oh shit. I'm starting to think maybe.
Yeah,
Man.
The cool thing is, having other artists come in and do this and being able to have the original pieces available, because Brandon does everything digitally, so we wanted some original art up there for the fans.
That arm coming forward is killer. This is kind of Bisley-esque. This
Yeah.
is amazing.
Yeah, Preston is getting up there, man. He's a
Holy
force.
shit. I'm gonna give Preston a freaking call.
Yeah, he's kick-ass. He's fast too. He's a hard worker. He's always at the drawing desk.
Man, you're giving me all kinds of ideas here. I'm probably getting more out of this than you are. And I haven't said, you guys, the link is in the description, so go back one of these books, man. I mean, Phillip and his brother are just killing it on this.
Thanks, man. So yeah, once we reach that 10K, we'll unlock more stretch goals. I have another card that's coming down the line if we can get there. Really excited about that.
Oh, you got stickers, T-shirt, naughty prints, mini prints, and then you have the cup. So you can get all these as add-ons. Is that in checkout, like when you're checking out?
That's correct. Yeah. So even if you buy a perk, say like you get the Magic Cup pack, which is our featured perk, and it comes with everything plus a cup, you could add on another cup or 2 more cups to cut back on shipping, so you're not racking it up with these cups, because they're once you buy one, we could just stack them, right? So it doesn't take up many more room in the box. So if you guys have family members, you could fill your whole house up with these magic cups.
How the hell are you shipping a 32-ounce big gulp size cup?
Yeah, we priced it out. We just need a bigger box, and doesn't gouge us on the price. We only add, if you get a cup, it's only like $3 more for shipping. And that's why we have a 2-pack for the cups at checkout. So it won't be $6. It'll still be $3.
So is it just a box for the cup, or do you have is it like everything? Like if you got like you said, the Magic Cup perk,
Right?
would the books and everything come in one big box, or is it just like with the cups come separate in their own box?
I'm pretty sure we're gonna do it all together.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. So people are going to get a big ass box.
Yeah, it's gonna be like Christmas morning.
Yeah, exactly. Unwrap your present there. Happy birthday. You should write on the box. Happy birthday. This is an update. I noticed somebody else did this. Maybe it was Michael Bancroft did a progress update.
Yeah,
So
I've been seeing that.
Yeah.
That's why we did it. It was something super quick. I could just throw it together. That's a bunch of the pages there, and just showing people progress. We even have more pages now. Maybe I should update it. But yeah, my brother just did a kick-ass double-page spread fight scene between O'Hara and the Headless Hitman. It's going to be awesome.
So when you say 50% line art, that's 50 pages, right?
That's around, 40-something pages, right? Because it's going to be a 90-page book.
Yeah, so under 50, but
Yeah, we're right around 50 now.
Holy shit, man! You guys aren't messing around. There's the creators So your colors is amazing, and Pablo the cover is killer. Yeah, you got a great team here, man. You and your
Thanks, man.
brother are you are Magic Cop.
Another cool thing I wanted to talk about is every week we put out new sketch cards for people that love original art. I could show some of them off too.
Yeah,
So
yeah. And then I want to go through the tiers as well because I want to find out more about this Magic Cut tier. I think
cool.
it's your featured
Yeah,
tier.
it is. So
Oh,
yeah.
shit.
So these are by. Let me see if I can zoom in a little more.
That headless Hitman looks awesome.
Yeah, so this is my buddy Joe Ball. You know, he did Super Harem. He worked with us on the Lost Pages, and
You did the one with that killer boat. What was the
yeah,
Lost Pages? What was
yeah, wild card in a
Wild
pirate
Card?
boat.
Yeah.
Yeah, super distinct style. He loves throwing those lines down. So he did 3 sketch cards for us. These sold out in the first day.
Hell yeah, they did.
So we like to, you know, even though it's not a huge piece, you know, it's trading card size. We love giving people original art. So we're trying to keep on track. Where every week we'll have 3 more sketch cards. And this week we had 3 more by Dan Plagle. Boob Dan Art, as he goes by. So he actually colored these with Copic markers.
Fun. How does anybody fight? Like, when you see this, you're just like, how does anybody fight about comics? Like, this is Boob Dan's sketch cards, man. Shit's meant to be fun. This is killer.
Yeah. He's awesome. These sold out even quicker. These sold out like within the hour.
Hell yeah, it's Boob Dan. Who would want a Boob Dan original?
And Copic markers, man. So these sold out, and he just messaged me this morning because I told him, I'm like, dude, they sold out so quick. And I got a couple messages being like, hey, where are those cards? I see them. I really want them. I'm like, oh, they sold out. Sorry, man. So Dan, this morning, he did 3 more for us. And so we're going to put those up in the coming weeks. We got guys like Alan Alonso, who did the Ashcan story. Right. He did some killer ones for us. So
I just had a thought, Philip. Like, I wish I was your age right now and I lived in Chicago because I'd be hanging out with you and your brother every day.
Thanks, man.
You guys
yeah, I love always being on streams with you. Even like when you come on to like a Bancroft stream and you're a little tipsy. And
I think on that one, I think officially I drank Michael under the table because I think he puked.
Oh no!
And then came back to the stream.
Yeah, it's always awesome hanging out with you.
Thanks. Yeah.
So yeah, these sketch cards, we'll be doing them more. So next Monday we'll have a new batch up. I got a suggestion from a fan that said I should post the update, because what I do is I post these updates for the backers, telling them about the new sketch cards every Monday. And then he's like, oh, you should post it and then give us like a time of when you're putting them up. So like I'll post it maybe like around noon, and then maybe like 4 p.m. they'll go up, so people will have a chance, kind of equally have a chance to grab them.
Right.
So I thought that's a good idea. So we'll be doing that.
Killer. Yeah. So you sell them as 3, or do you sell them individually, the cards?
They're individually, so they're up as their own perk with free shipping, so I can add them to any box, with no extra cost. Or they're as an add-on. So if you're new to the campaign, you could grab a book plus the sketch card with no extra shipping. It's a little bit more work on my end, but it's better for the backer.
Right. So I'm looking right now. I don't see Boob Dan's tier up. Is that sold out, or has it not gone up yet?
Yeah, those sold out instantly. And, one person bought the perk, and then another person bought one sketch card and then added on another sketch card. So they all went out. So I had to hide them because...
Well, you got to get the full boob set. You got to get the whole package, man.
Yeah, someone bought 2 of them. So.
Well, I tell you what, Philip, I'll do a sketch card for you.
Oh, shit, that'd be awesome, man.
Yeah, we'll have to get more than 25 for it though, because I have my pride.
Sure.
Yeah, I'll do a hot one of your hot chicks.
That would be amazing.
What's her name? The green.
The witch Helly.
Yeah, I'll
Her,
do Helly. Yeah,
her,
I
her
haven't done
name's
a green character in a while.
Helly Nightshade is her name.
Nightshade, yeah. So I'll have to get on that ASAP. I have, I don't know if you heard, but I'm going to be inking Bobby Kennedy, the senator, Robert or
Oh,
John F. Kennedy's little brother,
yes, man.
and
I
the
can't wait to
Gertie
see
Stallion
that.
piece.
Oh, that's going to be so good. Did Ethan win that? He got it?
I don't know. I'm going to see if I can grab it because I saved it. I got to show people what I'm talking about. So I have a few. I don't know if these would be commissions or what, but I have your piece now, and then I have the Girthy Stallion. And I'm a little. It's weird because I'm uptight about the Girthy Stallion for some reason because it's just so outside of my wheelhouse. But I have a couple ideas on what to do.
That's going to be hilarious.
Let me see. I found it. I'll share it with you guys.
Boob Dan's in the chat.
Oh, hey,
Yeah,
Boop
brother.
Dan. You're now like for the sake of this conversation, you're my favorite person. Okay. Can you guys see this? This is actually Ethan swears this is actually Bobby Kennedy's artwork. So Bobby Kennedy, if you can't really read, it's a little blurry. This is a photograph of the
Yeah.
image, but it says for Jackie, love and kisses from Bobby.
Yep.
And then it says on, and then it says, I can't read the actual date, but it says 31st birthday. So apparently he felt so good about this drawing that he gave it to his brother's wife. And I think Ethan said this was after JFK's assassination. So I think he did some of the math. So he wrote Impressionism on the piece, I guess, to kind of hide the fact that it's not very good. And somebody speculated this might be Abraham Lincoln on a horse. I have no idea.
Now, what would you do? Would you add extra like hatching and shading to it? Or what?
I don't know. I have well, I actually have three ideas. One, to kind of like just finish it off, like just render the shit out of it, like actually kind of embellish the piece, like put, I don't know, 4 legs on the horse, like add 2 legs because there's only 2 on there, and like it's very one-dimensional. So maybe kind of add some dimension to it. I kind of like the serpent kind of horse head because it's not quite a horse head. It looks more like a serpent head because horse heads are pretty thick. They're pretty big. Maybe add an extra hand that's holding the reins, like behind him. Because there's only one. There's 1 leg, 1 arm, 1 rein. There's actually 2 ears for some reason. He got that right.
Yep.
But yeah, there's only 1 front leg, 1 back leg. So yeah, I might do something like that where I kind of add to the drawing. So that's one idea. The other is kind of just take it and add some ink wash to it. So kind of render it, not so much realistically, but kind of, because there's some side of pencil here. There's some rendering, I guess you'd call it rendering here. So then I could kind of stay true to the image a little bit more.
Right.
And then the one that really excites me, but makes me a little bit more nervous because it would rely on very little as far as to make an impression, is kind of be a true impressionist and go to look at, like study some of the Picasso stuff, some of the really simple line art that exists as far as abstracts and impressionism, and go back and look at some of that stuff and maybe try to make it look like a real art piece. You know what I mean? Like a real impressionistic, like museum ready art print, So I might actually work up all 3. Because I'm not really sure which would be the right way to go. But yeah, that's kind of the idea. So I'm going to be a little busy this week. That with a trading card for your campaign. So that'll be cool.
Brother. Thank you
I don't
so
do
much.
color work, so it'd be pen and ink. So,
cool. Yeah.
All right, so let's go back because we still have the freaking tiers to go through, man. This is an epic campaign.
Yeah, and we got a couple backers, so thank you guys so much for backing.
Shit, yeah. Let's go up because I think I still have it. I haven't refreshed.
Oh,
So you
perfect.
have 107 backers.
Can you share? You're not sharing screen, I think.
Oh, not. Oh, shit. So much for that. Okay, I guess I got to hit this button.
There you
go. Yeah, here we go. So yeah, you got 2 more backers. Very cool, man.
Yes, thank you so much.
Okay, so the Magic Cup featured perk. Oh, what the hell am I doing? I'm double clicking on stuff. Let's go back.
Holy crap, we're so close to 9K.
At 10K is the next stretch goal, right?
Yeah, that's the trading card.
Okay, so we got the Magic Cup pack. So you get the Magic Cup book, you get the ash can with the 12-page Grey Wolf story, and that's a young Grey Wolf in the day, in its prime.
Yeah.
And you get the fold-out Magic Cup poster, which is cool. You get the actual Magic Cup, and then do you realize Magic Cup and Magic Cop? When you see him, like, I'm dyslexic, so it's really fucking my head.
Sorry.
And then there's fold out, there's cup, and then there's cop. So you're really giving me a workout here.
Testing you.
Yeah. So the Shannon reprint. Oh, you get the first issue with this too. Oh shit.
Yeah. So this is like the all-encompassing. Even if you didn't read the first one, this is great for you. Even if you did, and you want that collectible, new Kelsey Shannon cover, this is going to be great for you.
That, and you get all the stretch goals. So always, you guys, keep in mind when you back these things, you get the stretch goals. And so also, if you backed, or if you don't have the money right now to back, man, tweet this stuff out, share it with your friends, because this is all guerrilla marketing. So every little bit does help. So here's the main book itself, 90 plus pages. Holy shit, man. That is a crazy book.
It's an undertaking.
Yeah, definitely. But you're halfway there, so that's good for everybody to know. So here's you got a digital book too. Cool.
Yeah, we did this on our past campaigns, and we always get around maybe 10 backers that go for that, which is cool. Because people in other countries get to do that without the shipping bump, and as well as we don't have to ship anything, so there's no shipping cost on that.
Yeah, I think it's really good for European customers.
For sure.
So then we have now we're getting into the combo. So we got Magic Cop 2 plus Ash Can plus poster.
And keep in mind, guys, if you're looking through all this stuff and you're like, that might be too expensive, you could always just get a Magic Cop 2 and then add the Ash Can on. Everything is an add-on for us on our campaign, so you can get 2 books, you can get, mix and match. These are just here for the different price points and stuff like that.
Yeah, and so the way the add-on works, you guys, so when you click on whatever, like say you want the book, but you want the cup as well, just back the book, and then in checkout, when you're working all that stuff out, you'll have the options for the cups or the posters or whatever it is that you want to add on. And then you click on that, and it'll automatically add that to your order. So that's fairly new for Indiegogo. So
yeah,
it's a pretty killer option. So then is this like a twofer for each?
So this is basically the featured perk, but without the cup. So if you want the 3 books, the poster, and not the cup, this one's a good one to grab. Or you could grab this one and then add on 2 cups for the price of 1 shipping. And it's a little bit less there. Instead of $20, I think it's $17 or $18 for 2 cups together.
Do you have a tier where you sell the cup alone?
No.
How much is the cup if I wanted to add it on to my order?
$10.
Oh shit, that's cool.
Yeah.
You guys can go to your 7-Eleven and fill them up with Slurpees and get pictures, take pictures with them, and send them.
I hope someone does that, man. That's gonna be so cool.
Get your big gulp Slurpees, man. Yeah, that would be killer. So this is Magic Gear. So this is with the T-shirt, right?
Yeah, so we took a kind of a note out of Malin's campaigns. He does these like special tiers with shirts.
Oh shit.
So you could, we have from small to double XL, I believe. It's got that cool 80s blue with the Magic Cop logo on it. And it comes with everything as well. And then the next tier is the same thing, but there's only a limited number of them because instead of the Kelsey Shannon print, it's going to be the original printing of Magic Cop 1 with that Pablo Romero cover. And I'm surprised we actually sold a few of these, which is really cool because it kind of keeps in the same vein with Pablo's cover for Magic Cop 2. So if you guys haven't gotten the first one, we still have a little bit left over.
Oh, that's amazing. That's so cool. Yeah, you get 2 backers. So it's very limited, you guys. So there's only 25 available.
That's right.
Well, actually, there's only 23 now.
True.
Okay. So here's the Preston original page. So this comes with the book, the folded poster, the fold-out poster, and what trading card is this?
So that the original art, so that's the trading card original art. The painted Preston piece. So once we unlock that, hopefully when we hit 10K, we'll unlock that trading card. But this is the actual original art.
Oh, okay. For some reason, I was thinking this was the Preston piece was a poster. It looks like it needs to be big, man.
Yeah.
It needs to be printed on an oversized wall poster.
That would be so cool. I think it would even be awesome as like a blacklight poster or something.
Oh shit! Yeah, hell yeah. Yeah. So then here's you kind of ghosted it here because it's sold out. This is the Joe Ball sketch cards, so you guys can kind of see what that's like when your next trading cards or sketch cards go up.
Yeah.
Which will be cool. All right, bunch of sellout. Oh, you sold the original Kelsey Shannon cover.
Yeah, that was the second thing to sell on the campaign when we launched. So it was killer. So cool.
And wait, what is this Preston original pencil art?
Yeah, so
he penciled it and then he blue lined and painted over. What is?
Yeah, so he does pencils, and that's just how he's been working lately. He hasn't been inking his stuff. He just does pencils, and then what he'll do is he'll scan in the pencils and then paint on that scan. So he has 2 pieces to sell to have as well. So.
Oh, killer! Yeah, man. No wonder this sold fast. $300. That's a killer deal.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys, this is the Magic Cop campaign. This is the Zaid brothers. This is Phillip and his brother Brandon, and this is a lot of fun. A lot of fun. These guys are good comics gators. They deliver. They've already fulfilled 2 campaigns, Magic Cop 1 and Lost Pages. So back it today. This book looks incredible. When are you thinking of fulfilling? You have a kind of a tentative date yet?
Yeah. So this should be out in July, sometime in that month. So we're already well on our way with the art, and all we have to do is get that colored up, lettered, and send it out. So yeah.
So this summer, you guys, you'll get birthday presents, you'll get Christmas presents from the Zaid brothers. Especially, oh my gosh, I can't imagine, because the 32-ounce cup. So that box has got to be. Oh, here we go.
There it is. Everybody this summer is going to be having to get their Slurpees with the cups and as well as the book. Yeah.
Yeah, perfect timing. Slurpee and Magic Cop cup. That is so cool, man. All right, well, we're going to wrap this up. Thank you so much for making time, Phillip.
Thank you, man.
Appreciate it and sharing this fantastic campaign you got going here.
Thanks, man. And thanks, everybody in the chat for coming to watch and for all the backers who backed. And spread the word, guys. We're trying to make this big. So thanks. And thanks for having me on, Art. It's awesome. It's fun.
Hey, no problem. And guys, remember, Chrono Mechanics is still in demand. It's the books are going out daily. And that's in the description as well. Click on that. And like I said, Magic Cop 2 link is in the description. So click on that. Go back 2 books today and get yourself a Slurpee cup, for goodness sake. All right, man. Well, everybody take care, and I'll see you